Good morning, everybody. Hey, listen, it's Friday. I have a few lessons on here for you to do this morning before you get to start your Fun Friday activities. So let's get started. Just to review what we've been doing in science this week, we learned that light does travel in a straight line. However, if it's open, like a light bulb on other sides, it would go in straight lines in every direction, wouldn't it? But it would make straight lines. There are some materials that will block light. Remember we said we can't see through the lid of the toy box? And there are some materials that will let some light through. Remember when we closed the thin curtains, some light came through? When we closed the thicker curtains, it got a bit darker. And we also learned that mirrors can change the direction of light. So check this out. I wanted to show you this fun thing about funhouse mirrors. Have you ever seen yourself stretched out in one of these funhouse mirrors? How do you know what you look like? A mirror can show you. Light bounces off the mirror and back into your eyes. Well, most mirrors, like the ones in your house, are flat. So your arms and legs look the right shape and the right size. Your head looks the normal right shape and size too. But if we've ever been to a fun house and looked in that mirror, did you ever notice how it makes you look funny? That's because those mirrors are curved and they change the way that the light bounces back to your eyes. Some mirrors curve inward and make you look taller and skinnier than you really are. I wish the whole world had those mirrors. Some mirrors curve outward and make you look shorter and wider than you really are. These make you look funny, don't they? So in your workbook, we have this page left to do, okay? It's the Show What You Know page. You notice that if we were trying to shine a flashlight onto the side of the school, which is covered with bricks just like this, would light go through it or would light be blocked? If I were looking through the magnifying lens at a tiny little bug underneath, would I be able to see that bug through the lens? Is that because light goes through it or light is blocked? Then for you, I want you to pick anything in your house. Pick anything. Is it a box? Is it a chair? Is it a blanket? Is it a curtain? Draw me what you picked in your house and circle if you think light does go through it or is blocked. Can you check that? Sure, shine a flashlight on it and see if you can see the light through it. Okay? The next thing we're going to talk about today is our Super Kids lesson. So a little bit of practice decoding. I'm going to go through these quickly. If you want to pause the video while you practice these words, you can totally do that. But let's look again and remember the rule. If I hear oi at the end of a word, it is usually spelled with O-Y. If I hear oi and some more sounds follow that, then oi in the middle is usually spelled O-I. Okay, so pause the video and practice reading these words with someone at home. Okay, let's go on and do some workbook practice. These 2 pages in your workbook, if you carefully cut or tear it out, it'll make for you a really fun little book called How to Plant Carrots. And we saw that Billy has planted some of his own vegetables at home, and you might want to try this too, okay? So you can cut that page out. This is what it looks like from the back, and you just have to cut down here, and then it's going to show you that you will cut across the middle. But boys and girls, this is not a cut line. This is a fold line for folding it into the shape of a book. Okay? And then the last thing I want to show you real quickly before we start our spelling test is this. This is practice page 70. It is in your packet activities. And all you have to do now is think about the story we read. Okay, you can look back on Super Kids Online, or you can get it from your white reader. But remember, this is the story about the kids that were joining the garden club, right? And You are just going to find these pages in the story and finish the sentence. We did this once last week as well. You do need to find it in the story, okay? And you need to be able to find the sentence that says Alf and Tock waited in line. And you will then see the words that tell you why they had to wait in line. So none of this should be spelled wrong, should it? Because you're actually finding the words right in the story, okay? And then the last thing I want to show you before we start the spelling test is I'm, of course, giving you the video link for Miss Elise's poetry writing lesson for today. She is going to tell you that you need resource pages 7 and 8. 7 is in your activity packet. You already have page 7. Page 8, once again, you can pause her video when she gets here if you need to look at it. You can download and print it from the parent portal, but boys and girls, you really don't need it. You could write these things on any piece of paper you have at home. All right, let's do our spelling test, and then we will be done with the hard work for today and ready to start some Fun Friday activities. Grab your paper, pencil, eraser, and here we go. Remember, if you need some time, pause the video between each word.
Oil. This salad dressing has oil and vinegar. Oil.
Oil. Pause the video. Oil. Number 2.
Boil. Boil an egg for 10 minutes. Boil.
Boil. Boil. Pause the video.
Soil. Plant the flowers in the soil. Soil.
Soil. Have you noticed that oil, boil, and soil rhyme? Pause your video and check those so far.
Coin. This coin is worth 25 cents. Coin.
Coin. Pause your video. Coin.
Join. Which club would you like to join? Join.
Join sounds like coin.
Point. Point to your home state on the map. Point.
Point. Ooh, stretch those sounds. Point. Point. Pause your video.
Joint. The place where two bones meet is called a joint. Joint.
Did you notice that joint sounds like point? They rhyme. Pause your video.
Joy. The music filled us with joy. Joy.
Joy. I hear oi at the end of this word. Joy.
Toy. My stuffed bunny is my favorite toy. Toy.
Toy sounds like joy. Oi at the end.
Boy. The other baby rabbit was a boy. Boy.
Okay, spell boy and send me a picture of your finished spelling test, and we will be ready to do our poetry writing for today and start some fun Friday activities. Have a great weekend, everybody. Miss you so much.